enforcement paradigm here, people are trying to make big name brand busts of, specific activities, and they're not really thinking about the impact on individual lives. And then if I say that, people sometimes will twist that and say, well, white people can have meth labs as long as they put a cross on their door. I did not, like I said, I had minimal awareness of kids. People don't understand. There's a lot of different things that could go on that a mother cannot know that they exist. And, postpartum amnesia happens to a lot of women. And if they weren't in a hospital with people telling them that they just had a baby, they could it would never come to mind again. They'd have dreams about it and they'd think it was an odd dream. So, anyway, law enforcement, they aren't sure what to make of this situation of me sending my kids to Mongolia. And the me on there is very soft me. It's just like one of those things where I didn't blow up anybody's house with my mind over it. Over what they decided to do. And it was just one of those situations where I wanted my children to grow up being productive people. And, some people say, well, all you had to do is join the Klan and we would have let your children work. No, you wouldn't. You would have killed them. You would have killed them. You would have aborted them. You would have killed them shortly after birth. You would have accidentally killed them at school. You would have killed them on the job in less than 5 years of working. That's what would have happened. And it's happening to a lot of people's children. If you have them of a certain type, they just kill them. Unless they can't. In my case, they just haven't been able to kill me. And in any of my conversations with any level of law enforcement, and I've spoken to every level of law enforcement, I've spoken to every level of legislation. No one has had a plan to free me. All right? Okay, so at a certain point, like in 2000, okay, so I pull all my children out of Mongolian school. And I bring them here to the U.S. and I put them in U.S. schools. What would happen? What do you think would happen? Is there anybody watching this who doesn't think that if those kids weren't dead, if the plane didn't blow up on the way here, if they didn't somehow get lost or substituted on the way over, and no one was going to put them in my custody, especially because I didn't know their names and numbers. I mean, I didn't know how many of each, what I had. And many of them, I never got pregnant with them. They were from eggs. So, anyway, in this, I wanted to say, that thing where Hermes did the thing to make it look like you'd pushed him, and that's par for the course. That's just a reminder of where boxers mostly come from. What I'm talking about is the stuff they gassed you with so you didn't get the gold at the Olympics. And, because somebody just hit me that back of the leg stuff, and said, we can hit him with this and blah, blah, blah. And I know you're working through that, so. And so we're sending a real good herbalist to your neighborhood and try to stay low acidity food.